the year has been a time of fabulous, tremendously exciting discoveries, because I came with one project that I was interested in, and I acquired another project that I'm wildly enthusiastic about, which I didn't know would be possible. I didn't know that I could do, and while I've been here, I found that the archives, the diplomatic archives, contain the most rich collection of documentation of all kinds for the Middle East in the period after decolonization and the Second World War. So I didn't know this. I think the collection is mostly unknown, hasn't been used. As the archivist explained, it's not interesting to many French historians, but it's rich, and so I'm interested in new projects about the period of the 1940s and 50s that these documents make possible, and the period of independent states in the Middle East. And also, sadly and regrettably, the foundations of some of the problems and the things that cause a lot of human suffering in the region until today. So those secrets and information and stories are in the archives, and so I've had the chance to read and understand and digest that material in an atmosphere of complete freedom and support, which is an exceptional privilege. So when I realized that I could write the history of Syrian independence and Lebanese independence, the history of Lebanon and Syria as they emerged as independent countries during the period of the Second World War and immediately after, when France and Britain left the Middle East, when I realized that I could do that with the materials that I found here, it was a very exciting discovery. And I began to spend time in the archives and talk with my colleagues here, share my discoveries, tell everyone I would be boring them with stories, but so far everyone has been very kind to me, and they haven't told me to, stop talking about how interesting this new project is. So I also began to consider the logistics of writing a new book. Another book, and so I approached my previous publisher and asked them if they were interested. They were, and so as the year comes down, I'm working on a book proposal, which is also part of the final survey that the Institute publishes each year of the fellows, the fellows' work over the course of the year. So these two things are sort of together. The book proposal and the final summary. Well, so Nantes is a beautiful, vibrant, wonderful city with a medieval core and a rich history in all kinds of different ways, which is a delight for a historian and a delight for people, I think, fond of nature and natural beauty, because the region and the city itself is abundantly endowed with natural beauty, and starting with the river right here, but other kinds of things as well, the sea and Brittany, but also the Loire Valley. So it's a fabulously livable and friendly, delightful city that has been a real joy to discover and spend time in. And it's a kind of a place, I think, that also will be in our hearts forever, actually, because of the kindness of the people who live here and the feeling that somehow, though our time is short, we belong here and have been made to feel that we belong here too, which is a very nice feeling.